Welcome to SIssues. We are two sisters with issues and a need to work them out, and we're inviting you along for the ride.
Here we are taking the big things we have in common. Our love for Outlander, inappropriate humor, and why people do the things they do. Mix this up with our dirty lady mo's, and this podcast is born.
But don't worry, we'll explore other issues too.
Because you know,
when you have sisters, you have issues.
If you are easily offended or don't appreciate the creative use of colorful Canadian cursive language, this is not the podcast for you.
Hola, everybody! Welcome to SIssues. I'm Phil.
And I am Cher.
I'm so excited. So still season 2 of our Outlander rewatch. We are now on episode 5, Untimely Resurrection. I wonder what's going to be resurrected.
That's the thing. If we don't see them like put into the ground, like there's a funeral, they're in their casket, they're dead. The thing is, are they dead?
Did you ever see the video of this guy that was being buried? His family was all around, and they lowered his casket in, and he had the funeral director play a recording of him knocking on the box going, hello,
yes,
hello. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that is funny. But did you know too, way back in the day, they used to put a string and a bell inside.
Oh, just in case, yes.
Just in case somebody was actually alive in there, they could ring a bell so people would know that they were actually alive. I'm that's why I want to be cremated. So if I go into the fire and I start going,
they know to bring you out as quick as possible.
or just let me burn. Whatever, like by that point, but whatever.
She's crispy fried. She's good.
Well, it's too late now, but at least
Yeah.
But could you imagine?
Yeah, I don't want to be buried
alive. Ugh, God.
I don't want to be buried at all.
Neither.
Just the idea of, of course I'm not going to know what's going on, but just now thinking about my body in the ground and being pumped full of formaldehyde.
And there's just too many people. Like if there's too many people above ground now.
Yeah.
That's way too many people below ground.
Well, eventually they're going to have to start building new neighborhoods over cemeteries.
Right, exactly. Exactly. I don't want to be in that neighborhood. People shouldn't be buried like laying down. They should be buried standing up so there's more room for everybody. If they're going to do that, like just plunk them down.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this is a great topic to get started on.
Well, when I get cremated though, I want a little bit of my ashes to go where we laid Mom's ashes, and then I want to be sprinkled all over many oceans.
I want mine to go like if Disneyland ever opens again, I want my kids to take little handfuls and splash
throw them
mountain.
off. That's awesome.
The coaster and
yeah,
just keep on going everywhere.
Having people behind.
That happened when our kids spread Mom's ashes.
Yes,
my poor kid, the asthmatic.
Yeah. Well, he was throwing his portion of the ashes, and the wind picked up and went right towards his face, and he inhaled our mother.
And he was like,
Nana. And because they did it separate from where we all were, and then he comes back and he's like, I inhaled Nana.
Oh my
Mom
God.
will be forever with him.
Yep.
Oh, that's
and of course
funny.
he had to be the asthmatic.
Of course, yeah. Alrighty, so let's get on to this episode. Again, guys, just make sure you skip through the recap and go directly to the intro song.
I'm still laughing.
I know you are.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Alrighty.
so I'm going to count you down. When we hit 1, that's when you're going to press play. And let's just do this. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Oh, my voice cracked. Puberty is a wonderful thing.
Almost sounded a little bit witchy, if you ask me. Oh. Hubby and I were talking about going to Scotland this morning, so.
Well, we're supposed to do that for my 50th.
2022, we're going. I can't wait.
Man, oh man, oh man.
We're going to need like 2 weeks vacation. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah, at least.
Yeah.
At least 2 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't wait. I
Me
want
too.
boobies like that. I should try a corset. It's not like a bra. It's just holding in all your fat and rolls and just giving your boobs extra lift.
I think we talked about this before. You in a corset, your chin would be sitting directly on your tits.
I want to try it. You and I should get a corset and give it a try.
God. I would laugh. So yours would.
I'm going to try and find us a corset.
I know a corset maker. We could easily.
I would like to try
but
one.
I still will laugh so hard because your tits would be resting directly on your chin. Under your chin. Oh, look at the pretty horsey.
It's so petty.
Mm-hmm.
I miss horses, you know.
It's a royal horse.
Yeah.
That's nice velvet.
Velvet. It's so soft. Soft to the touch.
Oh, that dinner party was a bust.
Was it not? Murtaugh wanted to just start the killing spree right then and there. It's like, no, we're just having a fight. There was no such thing as just having a fight.
The flowers are everywhere.
I know.
Oh, just
And
everywhere.
It pisses me off that Claire's just standing there like, get your ass busy and start cleaning some of this crap up.
She's in shock, maybe?
No, she's not. She's looking out the window for Jamie.
Yeah, well.
Look, woman, pick those flowers up.
She's pregnant. She's got, remember the last time she tried doing something around the house? They get really, really testy about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh-huh. This is one of the scenes that I just love this.
Well, they had omitted an entire shot where her and Fergus was having a conversation about his life growing up in a brothel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's so cute, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, such a good little actor.
Yeah.
I love the furniture.
It's all beautiful. This Paris apartment, I know John Gary Steele really enjoyed doing up this Paris apartment. During my interview with Barry Waldo, which is John Gary Steele's husband of over 20 years, we had done some interview questions with them, and they did videos for us. And one of the questions was, what would their dream sets be to live in? Yeah. And they said cabin in the woods and or a Paris apartment.
Right.
So I have a feeling that John Gary Steele made some of his own dreams come true.
Awesome.
By designing this place.
That's fantastic. And you're freaking me out because your gorilla behind you is moving.
It's because I'm swaying my chair back and forth.
Oh, okay. I love those high wing back chairs. The seats are so deep and you could just curl up with the book.
Yeah. Like the one Claire was sitting in when she was curled up with her book before she went through the stones.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel bad for him that he's still locked up right now.
Yeah.
Alex Randall. Poor boy.
Yeah.
No one's rushing to his aid. Like, let's quit the talking and go get him out.
Yeah, that's one. And, that's part of the part of the problem with him being locked up. That's not going to do very much for his health either, because the place is cold and dank and stone and all that stuff, right? And so that helps contribute to the story later on.
Yeah. Ugh, Sandringham.
The Dick of Sandringham.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just call him Dick from now on.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a pleasant character.
Simon is a fantastic actor, but I just don't like his character.
And that's why.
Yeah.
Because he is a fantastic actor.
Exactly.
He made this guy absolutely despicable and smug. Oh, the smugness is just revolting.
Just his facial feature, like just the way he looks at you and projects himself. And I want to hit that projection.
He's such a smug little fucker.
Okay, it looked like Claire was watching his bum as he was walking away.
Well, and you would, but there's something about the breaks of that day that were their pants were so paunchy.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no better word for that, paunchy, because it's got this little poofda in the butt area.
And I love how he's finally coming clean with the La Dame Blanche, right? Because that was the last episode. Yeah. And now he's coming clean. She's not happy with him.
But she really should be, because it saved her from also probably being raped.
But that's Claire. She doesn't put enough thought in the moment. She just lets it go.
Yep. React.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But then she also uses it pretty good, in a lot of ways later on.
Exactly.
I love the way they sway back and forth like that.
It's just natural, right? And that's, I think, their connection. I don't think that's written in the script. I think that's just what they do.
Yeah. It's their chemistry. Like they did that in at the windowsill in Lollybrock, and Oh, I love this part.
Me too. I feel bad for Marta, but it's a pride and a promise thing, right? It's for promise he made to him and his mother years ago. So but again, not his fault. Gosh, what are you going to do when someone clubs you over the head?
They jump out of the sky.
Yeah, exactly.
He was constantly looking back and paying attention. The guy jumped on his head. Yeah. Like, you don't usually look up for anyone.
No, exactly.
And yes, it's a huge pride thing too for Murtaugh, because, he's a badass.
Yeah, exactly. Monsieur, new shipment has arrived. Would you like a sample? No, I don't want a sample. I don't drink.
I would love a sample if I could drink.
I think, entrepreneurs back then were the bomb, right? If you had a good idea and you could make it work, you were successful.
Oh, yeah,
right?
For sure. Absolutely.
But it's not like now where you have a gazillion and a half retailers to, choose from, right?
Yeah. Well, and if you have a good idea, you also have to have the money. You also have to have the resources. You also have to have the,
Yeah, exactly. Aw, Murtaugh, I feel bad.
He's like, can't forgive myself. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Jamie can forgive you.
Yes.
It's like, you still got a job to do, man. You gotta
Don't
find
lose
them.
focus.
Yeah.
Actually, quite like his hair there today.
Yeah, Jamie looks good. I love this outfit.
I'm happy he's wearing his kilt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that he has his kilt on as well.
Yeah.
The long vest and the kilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
And when Murtaugh says, I will lay justice at your feet.
Yeah.
He is going to lay justice at your feet.
Yeah, vengeance will be his.
Yeah. Oh, and there's little Mary Hawkins. Oh, she's so sweet.
Isn't she?
You just want to bundle her up and put her in your little pocket.
And then I see her differently now that happened to her, right? Because she's experienced, two things firsthand, rape and beating, right? And she feels more, I don't know, just not, I don't want to say worldly because that's not the word I'm looking for, but she's more experienced now. And that's sad because I liked her. Tender and sweet.
Yeah. Innocent,
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. But she's also, and she's not going to allow Alex to, take the blame for what happened to her.
Absolutely.
And that her little, like what they have her dressed in, like the little knitted shawl and the bonnet and
the kerchief,
like it looks like baby clothes, like they have her in this, like, it's that contributes to the innocence of this girl, but she's not innocent any longer. And it's not just because she was raped. She sees the world in a different light now. Right.
And it makes her sad, right? Because her sweet little innocent world is turned upside down. And then the painting above the bed, it looks like someone half naked sprawled out on the ground. Jeez.
Yep. No. Yeah, she's just, but the way they dressed her for this scene, it was just, that's what I just kept on thinking. She just looks like a little infant they dressed her as. And it's just, it's like a kick in the gut.
We used to have a bedspread similar to that one that's laying on the bed. It used to be on our parents' bed.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think there was just a little bit of gold in it. But I know it was blue. And she looks, I love her dress. Like her outfit looks very nice. All matchy.
Well, see, that's the thing. She looks so matronly in the scene, whereas Mary Hawkins looks so infantile.
Yeah. Well, I think she should have started dressing like a witch. Maybe riding a broom, the Dame Blanche.
Right.
Get that superimposed on the back of her skirts.
But I think, Mary Hawkins is, I think she developed a little bit of steel. As well. And that's because of Claire's influence.
I agree.
Because she still wants to marry Alex. But there we go with Claire.
Thinking again.
Just because you saw it on paper doesn't mean there isn't layers to that.
Right.
So,
but that's where conversations go completely awry when people don't put enough thought into. Okay, could there be a different possibility?
Right.
Could this mean something different? How about I ask a few questions,
right,
to determine if I'm on the right track?
Yeah. But that's the thing. You just jump into conclusions.
I almost squealed when she walked to the fire. I'm like, oh, bitch, no, don't do that.
Right?
That would be trying to control way too much.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
No, exactly.
No. Oh, whoa.
Royal Highness.
Oh, don't kiss nasty fingers.
Well, because he spends his day at the whorehouse.
Right. Well, and not only that, but there's this whole post-COVID world now that when you see people shake hands, when you see people kissing, you see people just, your brain kind of goes...
It's true, and I miss hugging. I miss hugging a lot.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
I hug everybody.
I'm not a big random hugger. Like family I hug, right? But not like just not a random huggy person.
Well, you see, workmates, because you spend your time equally with workmates as you do your own family. They're huggers, and it's hard, oh, sorry, can't 6 feet apart. And it's like, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's this, like, even watching regular shows, like even from way back when or whatever, there's just this, like, it's been with us now for, not even quite a year though, but it's still, your brain is starting to put on the brakes, right? Yeah. So it's one of those things, it's our new normal, so to speak. Yeah. So it's kind of funny. You see this, kissing his hand and you're like, well, don't do that.
Well, and they don't want it. It's not like now where, they're sanitizing or washing their hands after they pee, and you don't know how many weeks he's gone without a bath. And
I even thought about that back then, like before COVID.
Yep, exactly. But hey, I get it, right?
Yep. Back then, nobody really cared.
Yeah.
Although I think they might have. I'm one of those people. Well, I'm one of those people that, like, because we've talked about our, super sense of smell.
Yes.
And okay, granted, if we grew up back then, maybe we wouldn't have had a super sense of smell. Okay,
right.
Fine.
True.
But if we were plunked in that day, I'm thinking that we wouldn't have lasted very long.
No, we would have been burned at the stake as witches for sure. No way anybody would have married us. That's for sure.
Nope.
Oy, oy, oy.
Nope. Because I would have been plucking my armpit hair. I would have been plucking my pubic hair. I would have been plucking. I would have been plucking, and still, I don't know where I would have found tweezers, but I don't know, like, I would have fashioned them out of something. Ugh.
Well, and I don't know if other redheads are like this, but I have next to no hair under my armpits, and so I don't shave very often because I don't.
Yeah, I don't have much either. I don't have much either, but I think that might be because of Mom.
Yeah, maybe
because she never told us to shave under our armpits when we were teenagers. So I don't think we did until other people were like, oh, you should do that.
Yeah, it's true. Well, and even my legs, like I shave them sometimes. But again, the hair is so fine and blonde and
so that's a redhead thing, I think.
In the summertime for sure. In the winter, maybe once, twice. I don't know.
Well, that's just for insulation.
Yeah, let me know, redheads. Is it the same with you guys? Do you have a lot less hair than maybe we should? I don't know. I definitely can consider myself a French woman.
What? Now we're going to have French people writing us because you're insulting them.
It's just me. I was laughing as a French person. I'm sorry if I didn't get the accent right.
Here we go.
Why does it look like his legs are like a foot long?
Because of his socks.
I know, but it looks...
It's the stockings. It's an optical illusion.
He's a handsome young man, and it just...
He is.
It looks pitiful.
It was an optical illusion.
I know. And I don't...
And I know she's being... Oh.
See, people may be grossed out like that. I think we are so desensitized from...
Completely.
Everything our mother coughed up from her lungs. It's like, it's no big deal. I'm so sorry I sneezed. I'm like, oh no, I used to see green stuff come out of my mother. It's all good.
Yep. And she only had one lung.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Those were interesting days.
Yeah.
No.
I hate that Claire is doing this on her own, you know? She's making up all these decisions regarding them just on her own, right? And her perception.
Yeah.
So makes for great TV, but I just want to shake her.
I know. It's just being such a Badinsky.
Yeah, exactly. And poor Alex, he's such a good kid.
Just breaking his little heart.
He looks like a baby there.
He does.
He looks so young.
And how much he does look like, you know.
And that surprised me the most when we first seen him at Versailles. And it was like, what?
Yep.
That is Jack Randall something.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he does. And see, in the books, he looked exactly like, and that would have been a, you know, a hard play to get.
Yeah.
You know, Tobias to play 3 parts, that would have been too much.
Yeah, exactly.
But they did. They found somebody that looked an awful lot like him.
I wonder if they ever considered, before they started casting, having a second person play, let's say, Frank or Blackjack, or if the intent when they first started casting was they just wanted the one person for both.
I think that was it. I think
I think that was smart. That's a really smart way to go about it. And of course I don't think they could have picked any better for Frank and Jack.
No, I don't think so either. That poor guy.
Yeah, they did, robbing him.
Yeah, you were robbing them.
Yeah. You had the choice to keep a nose out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. They never did. It was always Alex's.
Yeah.
Always.
For Frank. And, you know, Frank was still important to her. You know what I mean? She may have chosen Jamie, but she doesn't want anything bad to happen to Frank, right?
Yeah. A lady.
Oh, too.
Both these guys are married.
Yeah.
But and that never really mattered.
I wonder if the Count ever frequented an establishment like that, or is it just because of the Bonnie Prince that he's there? Like, I wonder if he was faithful to his wife.
I think a lot of, I think a lot of guys went there for the privacy of, business dealings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think they probably still frequented it.
Yeah, I
wonder if the number of curls on the side of their head meant anything.
You know what? It's so funny you say that, because I was thinking that during the last episode when we were taping, because who was it? It was the Bonnie Prince only had a couple, and then he had like 6 or 5 or whatever. And I'm like, but the Prince means more, I think, than a Count does. So, oops, maybe it is to them. Maybe it indicates the size of your head.
Maybe.
I don't know.
My monkey fell.
Your monkey fell. How come he fell down?
I don't know. I think I hit it.
Just a reminder, Sherry has this monkey blanket hanging behind her that was our mother's, and it was dancing earlier, and now it decided, hell, I'm not here.
Yeah,
so it fell down.
Fell on me.
You're good.
I am. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome blossom.
Wake up, Sherry. You're dreaming. Wake up, Sherry.
Ah!
Oh, look at her belly.
Yeah. That's simple. It's easy to say, but can we do it?
You know what? Nothing is simple when it comes to Claire and Jamie.
No.
You know what? Hey, their plans are pretty good and I think well thought out. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the one part I don't like. I can say just about this season is just, it's all lies, right?
Yeah.
And they're still trying to live a normal life with all lies.
Yeah. I like that. I don't think I ever really noticed that before, how he took the plate and draped it over her legs just then.
Oh, yeah. And he does that a lot, sense of comfort for her, right?
Uh-huh. Yep. But it was so subtle, understated, not noticed, He just took the plate, put it over her, walked away, grabbed a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's little things like that,
Yeah. And again, he sounds like he has a cold. I can only imagine working in all that rain and all of that, that of course he would get a cold.
Yeah, it's happened a few times with different cast members.
Yeah. Oh, did you know that this room is also her and Frank's apartment in Boston?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Redressed.
Yeah, completely redressed.
Mm-hmm. Everything on the soundstage.
Yeah, exactly. Porcelain spoons.
Mm-hmm. Apostle spoons.
And one for each bairn.
Good Lord.
I would have loved to have 12 kids.
Okay.
I would have, if I could have kept having kids, if I could, have supported them all through whatever age, I would have just loved to keep having kids.
Oh, gosh. Nope. I love my 2 boys.
Oh, I love
That
my
was
boys
enough.
too.
But they were good.
Yeah.
That was good. And I picked up, picked up a girl on the way at like, she's what, 28 now.
Funny.
Yeah,
I picked up a couple of daughter-in-laws, so
yeah,
it's been nice having girls in the family too.
yeah. I don't have any of those yet. They
Yeah.
might come along in the future. Oh,
And this one surprised me when she started raising self-doubt about being a mother. I never thought that about Claire, that she would have that doubt because she is so confident, right?
right. Yeah. Well, you can be confident in so many ways, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like when you're getting married, or when like you're having kids, or when you're starting a new job, or when you're, any of these new things that are happening in your life. And then all of a sudden, when you really stop to think about it, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, am I ready for this?
Yeah.
What do I know about this? What am I, like, especially it's like the first time you're doing something.
Yeah.
To not doubt it, I think sometimes would be like, whoa, wait a second.
Yeah.
Because,
And someone posed the question before, how do you think Jamie and Claire would have parented together? Was it a good thing that they weren't together? Do you think that, they would have parented differently? It would have become tension between them?
I think so.
Oh, I think so too.
But I think that's like any other 2 people in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time I seen her dress, I was like, oh, yellow on brown big dress. And then like, you know what? It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
very
embroidered,
pretty.
and it is, oh gosh. I know the first time I was like, wow, those colors are interesting. And then when you look at it, it's like, wow.
I know. It is very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, strong back.
Mm-hmm. Straight leg.
And the way he's looking at Jamie is just like, ew,
I know.
Stop it.
He's agreeing. Oh yes, strong back, great arse.
Just stop.
Ugh. Yeah, he's just icky.
He is so gross. Like, just stop it. You icky man.
Yeah.
And look at all of his curls.
Yeah, and I still don't understand the whole.
But once you see him without his wig, you're like, okay, put it back on.
Yeah. Oh, go for it, Claire. Fill that belly. But look at all of that, the pink at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Annalise.
Annalise reminds me of a girl that used to work with in Qatar. She was a really great natural horsemanship woman. She actually is still traveling all over the world, but she looks just like her.
She looks a little like my sister-in-law, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Mm.
I understand now why Jamie is still keeping in touch with him, because he's the one that could possibly contribute all of this money to the cause, right?
Right.
So,
and Claire knows that he is a concealed Jacobite.
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Keep your enemies close.
Mm-hmm. And Jamie's like, I'm way more interested in these horses than you jackass.
Exactly. Just his excuse to spend time with Jamie anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are such pretty horses.
Yeah.
I love horses to look at.
Yeah.
I won't get on them. I won't get too close to them. They are too fantastic of a beast for me to like. I love seeing them running free. Like they're another animal, like a dolphin to me. I can't stand seeing them in captivity. I can't stand seeing them being used or utilized. It's just one of those things to me. I love seeing them free and wild. It's just one of those things for me. I know so many people, that love riding and love, but there's just one of those animals that I just love to see out. And
I love this conversation between the two of them, because Annalise is very, well, this is who I know, and this is when he was at his best, and you've changed him, just being snotty lady-ish.
Yeah. He was at his best when he was a teenager that couldn't control his boner. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Because all men are at their best when they're 16 and 17 years old.
Good heavens, no thank you.
Could you imagine?
No, I would not. Of course, when you're a teenager, you're with a teenager, but I would go for someone that has experienced the world a little bit and was level-headed rather than that.
Yeah, and I've been with Andrew since we were 15, 16 years old. We're now climbing on to 50. Yeah. So, but the thing is at 15 or 16, this kid would do anything to get laid. That was pure and simple. Resurrection.
Untimely resurrection. Oh. And it's not erection, it's resurrection. Just to be...
The way he said her name right then was too Frank-like for me.
It gave me, goosebumps up my back. Yeah. And when was the last time she saw him?
Yeah.
When he threw her down the hole.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So...
Exactly.
To see him now just out in the middle of public yuck.
Yeah. Ugh. But the way he said her name, the way he said Claire,
I know
it was too Frank-like for me that time. It was like, nope, didn't like it. Oh, I like how he's still feeling pain. That makes me happy.
Yeah, well, he's not feeling enough damn pain.
Yeah, because he's not dead. That's...
Yeah. Just the way he holds his jaw.
I know.
And his cheeks going just a little bit,
Yeah.
Oh, no, instead, leave her alone with him.
Yeah,
go.
That's just what she needed.
I don't know why she just didn't walk away. Stand there and listen to him,
Oh, I love how she swung around, though.
Oh, yeah.
The
look on her face.
Yeah, she dropped that fear and came back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, this fuck the king.
Yeah.
When she gets to that point. Oh,
I hate that.
he is such a total prick. Ugh.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. I don't know. This whole conversation.
I know.
Bleh.
He always is like a cat with a mouse.
Yeah.
He just can't help himself.
And he doesn't, before he didn't always call her Claire.
No.
Mrs. Fraser.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, it wasn't Claire until he raped Jamie.
Yeah. This is not a threesome, buddy.
Uh-huh. There we go. Fuck the king. There.
Good thing he wasn't in earshot of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you will eventually, my darling.
Yep. And the king very much likes her.
Yeah. Well, she is a stunning woman.
Mm-hmm. And Lionel, who plays the king, he's another popular French actor. He's in a new Netflix series, which is a French Netflix series.
Oh, yeah?
Called Osmosis.
Hey, I didn't see that one yet.
But it's French, so I don't know if it's on the Canadian Netflix or not.
Oh, okay.
It's about a dating app that mines people's brain data.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Does that mean that you get the right match?
Yep. Soulmates.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it goes into some pretty dark places.
That's a good question. Would you want, if you could, have an app determine your soulmate so you wouldn't have to go out and try and find them on your own? Or is the hunt half the fun?
Don't know. There's another TV series called Soulmates out there right now that does exactly the same thing.
Oh, very strange. Mm-hmm. Okay, I have to say, I absolutely love his costuming.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Prince. It's just stunning. It looks like royal military-ish kind of thing. You know, I love it. It's very nice. And he, of course, just pulls it off, right?
Yeah.
I have a hard time seeing him sitting on the toilet.
I love how he fucking bullies.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah.
I think it's because he notices how uncomfortable.
Yeah. And
he makes. Oh, here he comes.
And I love how Jamie just struts right up.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He notices everything. The king notices exactly what's happening here.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah. He noticed how Jack grabbed onto his sword and Claire's expression.
I like this. Sheep.
Yep. See, he sees this. He's like, okay, I'm going to make this guy look like an idiot.
Yeah.
So I like it. I like how he does it.
Yeah. And this is just boring conversation at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Claire realized it.
Mm-hmm. Yepers.
Errand of mercy. And it's funny that Sandringham dropped him knowing how much he has this relationship with him, right?
Yeah.
So that surprises me. Yes, you bastard. Beg. Beg. Oh, and look at Jamie's face. It's
I know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. And he did it because he realized exactly how he made, Jamie and Claire feel like he could see the awkwardness. He could feel it. He saw. So he's like, and since the French are no fan of the English.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point in time. He was like, okay.
All righty. Look at Claire. She's like, thank you, King. Thank you.
And they all laugh.
Yeah. And it's so funny. At first I thought maybe the king, was, was gay or whatever, but it wasn't. It was just his exotic way about him, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, he was just very...
Yeah. Royal.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and most of the time that would have been very, considered rude and looked down upon, for doing that.
Yeah.
For excusing yourself from the king.
But great way to get away from him. Well, for the moment anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, until, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when the bully gets bullied, it is so satisfying, is it not?
Yeah, love it.
Oh, wait here. Oh. Yeah, she shouldn't have said she was fine.
I don't like this part, I can honestly say, because I do not like the fact that Jamie let Jack touch him.
Yeah.
I do not like that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, but that, you just,
don't like it.
Didn't.
Stop it.
God. Yeah, it would have been big time.
And she must be so confused, like, what the hell? Yeah.
Got to challenge him to a duel.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yippers.
I like how Claire's hat was flouncing.
I just was about
what is going on? I don't know.
I was just about to mention that. Oh my God, get out of my head, lady.
Oh my gosh.
Geez.
We kind of partially own rent in each other's heads.
That's true. We have a little space in there for each other.
Yeah.
Oh, Fergus. It is a good day. What the hell are you talking about? Just leave her in there. Oh.
Yeah.
No, I don't need your box. I'm going to the Bastille.
Yep.
There we go, Claire. It was a good move on her part. Like, sorry.
Yeah. They're debating the duel.
Yeah. Jamie using his old stress ball to strengthen his hand that Claire made him.
And I have my silly putty.
You do.
Yeah. Oh, I got a heater going on here.
No. There you go. What the hell did you do?
Jeez, Claire.
Yep. Oh, there she goes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at the anger in his face.
And
like
hers.
He's just got these little muscles like in around the bottom parts of his cheek and his mouth and his eyes.
It makes
like
his
he's got this
little chin.
He's got this muscle or vein just underneath his eye that pops right out when he's mad. And I don't like how she talked to Murtaugh. Bad Claire.
Yep. She gets in this place where she won't. Yeah, and when he gets mad too, that dimple in his chin, it like gets really deep.
Yeah. He had some really great facial expressions during this scene. Because he's looking at her like, what the hell? You know what I mean?
Betrayed me. Yeah. 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 It's like, what the fuck does Frank have to do with this?
Exactly.
Yeah. And the same thing, like Diana has said this about Katrina having a very expressive chin.
Yeah.
And it's very true, but her brows too.
Yeah,
like it's,
absolutely.
It's something that so many actresses miss out on now because they get Botox in their forehead
Yeah.
and they get those plumpers in
Yeah.
their lips and stuff like that. So they miss out on these expressive,
Absolutely.
parts of their face. And, but in her whole face, you can see it, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So it makes such difference because you have there's such great actresses out there that do it. And over time, it's like they lose some of their power and their acting because of it.
I'd love to know.
Nicole Kidman is one of them.
Yeah.
She is such a great actress, but she uses Botox in her forehead and she loses so much of her ability.
I agree. And I 100% agree with that.
Oh, here he goes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True story.
Look at his face, though.
Yeah.
Every anger muscle in his face is.
Uh-huh.
And there goes the Gallic. You're in shit when he starts switching to Gallic.
But
the same for him.
It's like when your parents use your full name.
Oh, yeah.
A
little bit more difficult with my kids because I gave them a lot of names.
You really did.
Yeah. Look at that.
It looks like a bread knife.
It's serrated.
Uh-huh.
Kill you in one go.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. That was intense, man.
And I don't like that she said that. You owe me a life.
Yeah.
That's your husband.
They have, both of them have saved one another and saved one another and saved one another. Yeah.
But the fact that she would use that against her husband and see that vein, that vein right on the left. Yeah. He's mad when that vein starts coming out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it just changes the look of his eye. Yeah.
Yep.
And how do you get by that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're crying, but it's just to prove your point. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, you get broken, you know. And I think she's caught between two worlds.
Of course she is.
Even
though she's chosen Jamie, she's still, Frank is, she said before, Frank is innocent,
what happens to her?
Yeah.
What happens to her? If he disappeared, what does that mean? Does she, I don't even know.
I don't like this face she gave him. Stand firm in what she's saying instead of, this is such a tough scene.
It is. It's really hard because you love them both.
Yes.
You understand them both.
But you want to side with Jamie because of everything that he went through with Blackjack. And it's like dismissing it just for your own personal gain. And at the same time, it's not her personal gain. It's Frank's. Exactly.
Right?
But she is the tie to Frank. He has zero tie to Frank. So
right. Unless she is the tie to Frank and he loves her.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
good for you, Jamie. Look at the look on his face. That's the only time I can say that he ever looked at her with almost disgust,
Yeah.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you deserve that, Claire. Sorry. Oh, it's the end already. That was fast, sister.
It was. It was a short episode, though. It was only 50 minutes.
Yeah. No.
They gypped us on that one.
Holy shit, sis.
Oh, Miss Fishy on Reddit has a nice little prank that they played.
So this is what this says. So when my sister was only 5 years old, my brother and I convinced her that licking a 9-volt battery would make you taste any flavor you were thinking when you licked it. My brother and I took turns licking it, saying things like, chocolate or strawberry shortcake. She was skeptical, but finally we convinced her to think really hard about root beer and licked it. Instant tears and no TV for a week. Totally worth it.
That's a pretty inventive and clever prank to play.
Right?
Holy shit. I mean, come on.
I think we all have stories of things that we made our younger siblings do that maybe weren't so good.
Mm-hmm. I'd have to say that was a big old yes.
Yeah, I can't remember anything off the top of my head because I think I was a really good, bigger sister. I don't think I did anything wrong.
Please, I remember this guy that you were dating that was I know he was way older than you, but he was a real knob. And you were fighting with him and you handed me the phone and you were like, you talk to him. And you left the room and I was sitting there and he's crying on the other end of the phone. Why don't you love me anymore? And I'm like, she just doesn't want to talk to you, okay? And you're like, tell him this. And I was like, it was so weird.
Yeah, that was
it's not really a prank, but it's just this weird thing.
Situation I put you in?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you. So if you have any other things that maybe you did to your younger sibling or made them do, funny little story, we want to hear your holy shit sis stories. So visit our website, SIssues.ca, or go to any of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We want to know all about it.
Tell us about it. Tell us how you feel.